Hello guys, this is DJC and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing my What We Know So Far video for the next episode of Doctor Who, which is called Orphan 55. If you didn't know, this series is when I talk about some theories that I have for upcoming and is in series and the individual episodes, and I do it every week to coincide a couple of days before the actual episode airs. Okay, so we have the Timeless Child, and this was a thing that was established last week. Now, this is one of the things that kind of drove the Master a bit crazy, and, you know, this whole your lie things. So here's my theories, right? So it's something to do with old Gallifrey, so, you know, Rassilon, whether however far back it is. Maybe it's the child that we see in the kind of vision thing that the Doctor has. Maybe that is quite literally the child, and you know, the child either dies in order, you know, for Gallifrey to survive or something like that. Something that's in the past of Gallifrey that means that, you know, they want to keep it hidden. You know, such as, you know, the death of a child. The effect on the Master would be that it sent him kind of crazy. I always imagined that Missy would be, you know, all sort of happy and stuff, and she regenerated. She regenerated into this new Master who would be, you know, a good guy. And then she decided, once she went home to Gallifrey, that everything that they knew was a lie, and therefore he went bonkers. How it affected the Doctor would be being like on the brink of wanting to get rid of the whole idea of being a Time Lord, maybe just giving up being, you know, an adventurer and everything like that, just scrapping it all because what they have built their foundations on was wrong. I have noticed that at the end of Spyfall last week, we had not really a conclusion to Daniel Baxton's story, which shows that, you know, he's like he's kind of like the Bondish villain during the episode, and he could make a return again in this series, which I think would be a nice little thing that we won't expect, because we don't actually see his thing fully resolved. We never see him get caught, you know, arrested, whatever. That doesn't actually happen. We just see him leaving and going for like an extraction team, so he kind of gets out of there presumably, which means that, you know, he escaped and he's now either on the run, just staying away from everything, trying not to get caught by the police and everyone who's after him. You know, he must have been quite a recognisable face, so he would have to have gone pretty far. Maybe he's got more alien ties than he's letting on. Maybe those creatures have gone and taken him somewhere. You know, maybe those things are helping him. Who knows? I wouldn't like the idea that that story is not completely wrapped up and he hasn't been punished for his actions. Okay, so for this episode, we don't know very much about it. In fact, we don't know from this episode, we do not know anything, right? Because we don't even know episode titles. I imagine that one will get released within the coming days. But what is interesting about Orphan 55 is, like, what is it? Is it a ship? Is it a code name? Is it like the underground thing, a level maybe? I don't know. It also doesn't seem to have like any resemblance to anything that we see during the episode or the trailer. You know, we have this tranquility spa and the Doctor needs to figure out, you know, what is up with this place. There must be something off about it. You know, there's that shot when something runs past Graham and he's just kind of like, what was that? It's supposed to be like a relaxing place, and then someone's just legged it down the path. There's definitely a lot of aliens in this video, right? So I don't know if I'm counting these aliens once or like if I'm counting them again accidentally. But we see the one that claws its way across in the trailer. We see the one in the extended American trailer, the blue thing. One break against the glass, which, you know, I'm looking forward to finding out what that is. And there's a tentacle monster that some people have compared to Zygons. I don't think it's a Zygon. I'd really doubt if it's a Zygon. This weird, like, sort of quirky octopus, like, tentacle thing that's in the TARDIS could be something completely different to the Tranquility Spa. It could just be like the Goofy opener kind of thing, like, oh no, there's an octopus in the TARDIS. I don't know where that's going. But knowing very little about the individual episodes, you know, and the actual storyline of the episodes is a lot better. Knowing things about the arc and guessing the arc, you know, you can do that, but when you don't know anything about the individual plot, then I think that's better for you when you're watching the episode, because, you know, imagine the woman who fell to Earth, but then if you knew who the villain was, it kind of wouldn't work. So thank you guys very much well, it would work, but like I think that some of the best stuff about the episode was the fact that I didn't know what the villain was and what it looked like. So when it took its mask off, I was actually surprised with what it was and the backstory that they gave this Denzer and everything. So, and otherwise I would have, you know, expected it if I saw it in the trailer. And they're kind of doing the same stuff with Series 11. Thank God it is Series 12. Thank God. It's definitely working up to be a very good season. If this Timeless Child stuff wraps up nicely and we get, you know, decent episodes throughout, I think this will be the real test. You've had the big action-packed two-parter, but now can it carry off the Can it carry on the series without, you know, relying on big expensive effects and everything? Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.